shady. Throwing some shade. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see LaShawn.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, this is Madison. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Cousins now. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. Third and short yardage, Cousins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics. Oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This will be fielded at the 17. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From midfield now on second down, Cousins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Madison running on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doctson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Yellow, on the line, right? Check, walk 54, walk 54. Okay, just like that, just like that.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
And McCoy loses the football.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go. Check 3, check 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good. Yeah,
Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll run with Madison. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It's complete to Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Two minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now is Travis Kelce, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going on the ground with Madison. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go!
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From midfield now on second down, Cousins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again, it's Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.